welcome back to another video. So today I will be installing, so this is what we're installing. It's a Mac 3-port boost solenoid for your electronic boost control, and also boost by gears if you choose to do so. I don't think I'm going to be doing that yet, not to say I won't be, but at the moment it's just purely for electronic boost control. And things you'll need: I've bought 5 meters of the silicon vacuum hose, a couple of tees because we do need to tee off a few things, and also a fuse holder because this has to be fused, and it's a 10 amp fuse. Don't know if you can see it. Right, so let's get to it. Right, so that's going to be the approximate location for the boost solenoid. Yeah, just one thing to mention: when you do get it, you get these. You get the 2 ends with the barbed ends on. You also get this little filter, but I've installed them. Just need a 10mm spanner and a bit of PTFE tape if you decide to do that. Also, this one here with the filter, that's a 12mm spanner you'll need for that. But anyway, I'm loosely installing it now. There isn't a lot of information on installation of this, so I've just had to use bits and pieces off the internet. And I know it's a Stu. He did a very similar video as well. Right, so the first line that you need to be running off for your boost solenoid is from port 2, so this side, and that goes to the top of your wastegate, so this one down here. So what I'll do is I'll just run the vacuum line from there to there, and then the next one is from here to the top one, the bottom one, which is actually the top one on here because it's upside down, and then you tee off the boost reference to here. So what I'll do is I'll do that now, and then I'll show you what I've done. But this is for my type of application because I'm external wastegate. If you've got an internal one, it is teed in slightly differently or set up slightly different, but I'm going to put a diagram of the install up straight after this video, so you can see, or straight after this clip, so you can see how to lay it out, and you know, how I've done it basically. Right, so the top, so the top line goes to port 2, the solenoid. Port 1 then comes basically around to a T. The T goes into the bottom but the top, if that makes any sense, because it's upside down, and then the T comes into the turbo for your boost reference. And reading on Data's website, this needs to be between 6 and 18 inches long, just so that it gets boost reference and, you know, it's strong enough. So that's how you plumb it in. So I will tidy this up and put tie wraps or put some Jubilee clips on the ends just to secure the connections. So now we need to wire it up. So I've got the 2 wires which I've extended so that they go through the bulkhead, because we're going to be wiring it in off the ECU. So I've marked one with red tape so I know which one's the positive, and the one that's negative hasn't got any wires showing. So what I've done is I've pulled a bit of metal through the bulkhead. It's actually a kebab skewer. I'm going to sellotape them to that and then pull it through, and then I can actually get where I need the wires. And so one of the wires goes to a switch live, so that's the positive, and the negative actually gets wired to the surge, I think it's a purge solenoid or valve, which is this here. But anyway, we'll wire it in off the ECU, so that's why we're going through the bulkhead. Right, so if I get the kebab secure and pull it, hopefully the wires are attached, and there we have it. Right, moving on to the wiring. So yeah, negative needs to go to B21, which is on your second bunch of wires, or your second connection. So it's B21 and it's yellow, and it's got a blue trace to it. So it's got a blue tracer. So positive goes to here. I'm going to solder it in. I've already got the wire prepared for it. And then for your positive, which is a switch live, is the blue and a white wire. So you just find it down the side of your centre console. So it's there, so I'm going to tap into there. And then what I will do is solder on the fuse holder with a 10 amp fuse, because it needs to be fused just in case there's an issue with the boost solenoid, you don't damage your ECU. So what I'm going to do is I'll get to work, solder it up, and I'll show you what I've done. Right, so that's the power wire soldered in, and then that's the wire to the boost solenoid, the 10 amp fuse, and then there is the negative to B21. So what I'll do is I'll sellotape and tidy it all up, and that's that. That's the boost solenoid sorted. So last thing I'm going to do is change the map sensor as well for Speed Factory 1, the 4-bar one that I've got, because these, I don't even think they're a bar of pressure, so I think they read up to about 10 psi, something like that. And yeah, we'll be going over that anyway. I think probably about 11 or 12 psi, but these can only record up to about 8, and then 9 sorry, 9, and then start to yeah, lose the ability to read after that, I believe. So for right, so getting back to the engine bay now. So I'll tidy all these wires up, probably tape them all together to make them look nice and neat and away from the turbo and heat source. But while I'm here, what I will be doing is changing the standard map sensor for the 4-bar Speed Factory 1. Allegedly the standard ones only read up to about 9 psi reliably. It could be 10, but yeah, so we'll be hopefully getting well over that. I'd probably say it will be about 11 or 12 psi maybe. So I'll just take that out, put my new shiny part in. So that's a speed sensor in. Had a bit of a nightmare with this screw, to be honest. It was tight as fuck. So probably going to go and get a new screw for that. Been doing a bit of heat protection as well. So I've got a wrap coming for the back as well. And I've also wrapped the downpipe. But last job for the vac lined is the blow off valve. I was told by my tuner that what I need to do is tee it off this, which is the PVC, so positive crank vent, oh yeah, PCV. So just tap it off here, right to here, and then that's your blow off valve vacuum line sorted. Right, so for the vacuum, for the blow off valve, I've taken the 6mm silicone tube, so it's teed off under here. So that tees off and goes back into the PCV. So that's okay. I've reused the existing clamps, but the old pipe was a nightmare to get off, probably because it hasn't been taken off since it was new. But yeah, so that's it really. So that's the 3 things we've done today. Anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching. Hope this video helped you. I know there's not a lot of information for boost solenoids on the internet, so I've tried to piece it together. I mean, every configuration is slightly different, but you know, this hopefully is going to work for me, and hopefully it will work for you. So like I say, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I mean, if this video helped you, give it a massive like, and even if you're passing through, just give a shout, say hi. See you on the next one. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking.